Hi everyone, hope you're all doing great. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to walk you through my trade which is live as of now. The time right now is 5:30 in the evening. I'm trading some commodities in the MCX exchange, and that is what I'm going to walk you through in this video. Just in case if you are listening to me for the first time, my name is Manoj and I'm a trend follower trading in the markets since 2009 and 10. I'm an active futures trader and a futures trainer as well. Now with that being said, let's discuss the today's video. 2 days before, what I have done is I have taken a crude short. You can watch that video. Trade actually went against me. Let me change this to 15-minute chart. So I was actually short on crude from this candle, right? And then somewhere around this candle I had to take the loss because crude was just going up in one way. I even told in that video that I will not be holding crude for long period of time. I want to exit as soon as possible because there are a lot of restrictions in MCX exchange. The timing being one. COMEX and MCX exchange are not in line. The exchange open times are different. If something goes against our trades in MCX, we will not be able to do exit or add more or do any sort of thing when the exchange is closed. Whereas in COMEX, the commodity might be still trading. The timings are different. So that is the reason why I wanted to exit no matter what on the particular day. It's an intraday trade. Now 1 minute, let's see what's going on with the position. The position is at 85,000 profit. Only this position is right now open. So all these things are actually the stocks that has been, I'm actually buying some cash stocks. So only this position is actually open. Now coming back, so this is where I've actually taken the trade, short trade, and since it just went up one way, I exited it. I thought of taking a short trade here again based on the news yesterday, but then I don't want to actually gamble it. So whenever you are trading based on some news, you are not trading a system, you are trading on an expectation, which is close to nothing but gambling. So that is why I did not take this trade yesterday, but I felt copper was a bit cheap for the price with MCX and COMEX. So there are some price variations which happens in MCX with that of COMEX. I felt copper was like a bit cheap. That is why I've taken copper position yesterday, which you can see here. That was the first position which I've taken from yesterday, where I booked a profit of 7.5 lakhs. But let me tell you, in the crude short, I was actually taken a loss of minus 10 lakhs. So this trade was nothing but a adjustment trade. So I booked 7.5 lakhs in the morning, and what I have done is I made a mistake on the gap up. Today I sold some calls expecting market to pull back. So whenever there is a market gap up, let me show you the sense Nifty. Let's go to the Nifty. Always remember, whenever there is a gap up, okay, so where is that trade deal? So this is a trade deal, right? So whenever there is a gap up based on news especially, market will tend to sell off the gap up, which means people who have been holding positions from previous day will start to book profit as soon as they see a market gap up. But there is something different today. The reason is because this is the first day of the expiry. There was no big positions. People were literally having no positions based on the Iran and US news expectation that was supposed to happen yesterday. That is why after the gap up, it did not come down. I expected the market to come down a bit. That is why I sold a call, but I lost money in that, which is okay. I lost 1.5 lakhs in that, and minus 7,000, close to close of minus 1.5 lakhs I actually lost in Nifty option trading today, which is fine. Now after that, I saw gold going up. Then I've taken a small trade on gold. So these are like scalping. Let me change this to 15-minute chart. So I've done 2 iterations of trade. I've started here, entered here, started accumulating. When it went back up, I exited at 152. Again, when it fell, I entered here again. When it went back, I exited 2 rounds, 152, 25 lots each. That is what you see here in this position, which is at 89,000 profit, all 5-10 minutes trades only. Now what I have done, I have taken natural gas, which is live, as you can see. What is my expectation out of this? I don't know. Let's see how it goes. What I have actually observed is, if crude when crude went up, all the other metals came down due to the moneyness of the futures. Everybody was long in crude. Now crude is falling, all the other things are going up. Crude and natural gas were the two commodities which were actually hit in terms of price range due to the closage of Strait of Hormuz. Now crude is been it's relaxed in terms of price points. So what I'm expecting is, I'm expecting crude to touch 275, but again I will not keep any commodity overnight. No matter what, I will have to exit due to the fact that there is a timing difference between MCX and COMEX. So as and when the trade happens, probably if silver falls or if gold falls again, then I'm gonna enter them also. But right now I'm only holding natural gas. I'm looking to re-enter copper also. Let's see how it goes. In terms of price, out of all this, I feel that copper is being a bit of trading at a discount if you compare it with all the other commodities. I don't know what is the reason, but there is some discount, some price is off in copper, so that is why I'm going to go long in copper, but I'm just waiting for the proper range. If tomorrow, if it opens above 1200, I'm going to long and then take the profits around this range. But remember that this whole pricing thing comes from COMEX. So whatever happens in COMEX, so this is, you can see I have all the commodities at the top: copper, US oil, and then I have gold, I have silver. All of the charts are actually live. Now in the COMEX, so as and when the price moves, the copper price will also move as well. The reason why I'm saying the price is off is because at this point the December contract was selling at 1400. Right now the contract is at 1185 or 1186. So there is a price off. I don't know if it is the future premium or what's happening. There is a definite price range difference in copper in terms of MCX price of previous futures contract to this contract. Let's see how it goes. But then again, I'm not keeping anything for delivery. I'll just enter and exit. So you can see that the trade is live. The natural gas futures are going live. Let me see where I can take the profits quickly. So this is the range, which is 260.50. I'll keep the order at that range. If it comes to that range, let it exit. Exit, limit 265 point. Okay, so the quantity is higher. Let me put in two limits: one sell order, exit, another 120. For the 20, I'll put 2.6. Right, so I've kept two orders. Let's go and cross verify, check this in the chart as well. So you can see that there is two orders. You have to understand one thing: trading commodities can bring you a lot of money, like you see, but at the same time the volatility is very, very huge. Whatever we have seen in silver on February 1st will happen every day, almost every week in one or the other commodities. If you see, sometimes natural gas will go up 30% in the month of January. I think natural gas went up 30-35% in 1 month due to heavy cold in US. So, and then it fell down. It just fell down the same speed on which it went up. So be careful when you're trading commodities. Always keep your risk, and stop loss is very much required. If you're trading in big loss like what I'm doing now, always keep the stop loss, keep the targets, and see how it actually works with your systems. And the other important thing is trade small quantities and see how it goes before you are like going in big. I've been like trading for 2 years in a row, so I know how commodities work, and I actually conduct webinars as well in how to trade commodities. If you are interested, you can let us know in the email or the number that is there in the description. Okay, let's see how it goes. 40. Sometimes it comes just to that level and then it retraces. In those cases, what I will do, I'll just put the market order at that point and then I'll just exit. Let's see what is the position. It's like 1.8, 1.9. And you can see the volumes are very high. You can see 40,000 contracts has been traded since morning. So the liquidity is like huge in natural gas. There are 4 commodities that will have a lot of liquidity. One is natural gas, and then if you see crude will have a lot of liquidity. 55,000 contracts has been traded. and then gold will have a ton of liquidity. So gold have 34,000 contracts have been traded until now from morning. Silver have 70,000 contracts traded from morning. Who is the beneficiary of all of this? It's MCX exchange. So obviously MCX exchange will do definitely well in the coming quarter. Either one of them. If gold does well, MCX exchange is a direct beneficiary. If crude oil does well, if crude oil goes up, more trading volume, MCX does well. If natural gas goes up, more trading volume, MCX does well. So any commodity, when they have a lot of volatility, MCX exchange is a direct beneficiary of that. So keep that in mind as well. Let's see what's going on. I think we have to wait. It's retracing a bit. Yeah, we might have to wait for some more time. So this high, this candle high is 259.9. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let me change this to hourly chart. And that's what I was saying. Sometimes it comes close to that price point and then it retraces very heavily. And if you look here, right, for 1 rupee gain, it's 1000 rupees per lot. So I have 60 lots. If 1 rupee gain happens in natural gas, I'll make 60k. And if it like 2, it will be 1.2 lakhs. If it is like 5, I'm putting it close to 5, right? Not 5, 4. Then it will be 2.4. So that is what my expectation out of this. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so now we are actually close to our order of 260 and 50 paise. Let's go to the order book. So already 2 executed out of 40. Let's see how it goes. The volumes are really good. Yes, it's done. So all of that is done. Let's see how much money we made on natural gas. 2.72 lakhs. In what amount of time we made? We started at 520, started accumulating, and then we exited at 550. So this is entry and this is exit. Okay, 30 minutes, 2.5 lakhs, and we are good. I'm done for the day. I'll shut down the system. I don't want to overtrade. 9 lakhs is like 9.5 lakhs is more than sufficient for the day. If I get any trades, like I put in some alerts, different and comments. If I get any alerts triggered, then we'll see how actually we can trade. Okay, so that's it for now. Again, let's see what's going on. See now again, right? Gold, every time I actually bought around close to 152 and then I exited above 152. Right now it's 152, below 152 I mean. The reason is because crude going up. If we see the chart, right, all of that is inversely proportional. The crude is going up, so that is why gold is actually falling. Let's see how it goes. If I get a good rate on gold, then I'll re-enter gold and then I'll exit again. Okay, for the purpose of this video, let's see if I can do some gold trade as well. See this, so gold has fallen. That is why. The reason why gold is actually falling is we are close to the US open times and then the actual futures is open. So if you see, I mean, like I was living in New York for some time, the futures actually open at this point in time. So that is why there's big volume in the futures, right? And then gold is actually falling because of the US trading volume. Okay, so gold is taking some support. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy only 10 lots at the market order. Lots I bought at the market order, and that is 5.7. Okay, 5.77. So right now my price is already above the point. Okay, so I've just bought 10 lots, not a big thing, not a big order. Let's see how it goes in. Now I'm at a loss. 577 to 525. It's all because of the US trading volumes. You can see how volatile even a metal with like 4 trillion amount of market cap, you can see how volatile it is. It's going up, going down by a lot of rupees. This is for the sake of the video. I'm just showing you live on how you can actually trade gold, silver, whatever it is. And I've not used to trade one lot like others. So if it is like, if I'm trading, it's going to be 10 lots. Let's see the gold chart. So this is gold. If you don't know before, you'll have to check XAU. Okay, so that is gold spot against US dollars. This will directly coincide with the dollar rate and the MCX rates. Okay, so I've made like 100 points already. We have bought at 577. I'm gonna exit this at 570. Okay, kept the order. Let's see how it goes. But I'll be very cautious of the stop loss as well. So if you see, if it breaks down below this candle, which is the structural range of the opening range today, then I'll not be hesitant to take the loss as well. So that is why I exited crude in the first place. I was very sure that crude will go down, but then I had to exit crude because it broke out of the structural range. Then it will all become like, you know, hope, where we will actually we have to hope and then expect the market to be in our favor. That is not a way to trade. What's going on in gold? So I've kept at 700. Let's see. And remember, whenever there is a fall during US times, see for these weeks indicate the exhaustion in the buying pressure or in the selling pressure. So after these weeks, it will be a good entry point generally. It can be any security, not have to be in gold or silver. Any security, when you see these weeks, done, executed. Okay, alright. I'll wind up my video here. If you have enjoyed this video, please like the video, share with your friends. I'll meet you all again. Thanks. Bye bye. Take care.